Hey there, folks. I'm meteorologist Matt Barentine. Get ready. We're looking at some of the coldest air we've likely seen in several years coming up for us this week. An Arctic blast on the way from early Tuesday through Wednesday morning is when it's going to be at its coldest. Let's get into the futurecast. So go into your Dr. King day here on Monday. Starts out okay. We'll be fine. Temperatures here will be in the 30s, so it'll be cold, but not bitterly cold. As we get into the afternoon, temperatures will actually get in the 60s. Enjoy that, because after that is when things are going to start turning really cold. So not going to be too bad, just cloudy out there on Monday afternoon. And here we go. As we get into the evening, some rain begins to move in with a system, and you can see it changing over. That pink color is going to be some freezing rain, and that will move into our area overnight, early into Tuesday morning. Cold rain or possibly some light freezing rain here for us across parts of the area. Then that moves out by the time most of us are getting up on Tuesday morning. The line of demarcation here is likely going to be around I-65. Anything north of that is where we could see some of that light freezing rain. For the rest of the area, probably just some cold rain here as that moves through. And once again, all this will be very, very light. In fact, the accumulations are barely there. So we don't anticipate major travel trouble spots. It could be a few spots maybe up in Clark or Washington County on bridges or something that could get a little slick. But most of the area should do okay. It won't be a huge deal. And once again, we are anticipating freezing rain. And why are we anticipating freezing rain? Why not snow? Because we've got a warm layer of air in the atmosphere. You have to have cold air all the way from top to bottom to get snow. So how the atmosphere looks vertically, how those temperatures go, that really determines what kind of winter precip we're going to get. We're going to have a pretty thick layer of warm air. So it falls as snow, it melts, and then it freezes right down on the ground. And that's why we get freezing rain. How do we know that? Hey, I'll talk about that in a second. Temperature wise, look at this, 29 on Tuesday, all the way down to the teens on Wednesday morning. How do we know? How do we know that we're going to have that thick layer of warm air? Look at this. This is the Bowie and Orange Beach, the water temperature, 63 degrees. That's only 15 miles offshore. The winds are going to be coming out of the south, out ahead of that system, dragging in that warm, moist air at 63-degree water. That's why we're not having snow, because of that right there. This right here just can't happen, folks. So we're going to be getting that thick layer of warm air that's going to make it for freezing rain. Once again, accumulations aren't going to be significant. But look what happens after that comes through. The coldest air, I went back and looked through the books here. 2018, January of 2018, we dropped down to 17 degrees 2 mornings in a row. That was 6 years ago. Yeah, 2018 was 6 years ago. Wednesday morning, going to be back down into the teens. So we're looking at some teens across the area on Wednesday morning, as far down as maybe 19 in Mobile, 15 in Groveville, 19 in Bruton, even all the way down to Gulf Shores, a frigid 22 degrees. And it will still be breezy on Wednesday morning. Check this out. This isn't a typo. These are single-digit wind chills on Wednesday morning. So if kids have to go to the bus stop, good idea to maybe drive them to the bus stop and keep them warm in the car. It is going to be bitterly cold. It's kind of cold that we experience, like I said, once every 5, 7, 8 years. This isn't a typical January morning for us by any stretch. This is the kind of cold that we only experience every few years. So be prepared for that. Like, what do I mean by be prepared? We're going to have to, drip those indoor pipes, disconnect your hose from the house. You have tomorrow afternoon, in the 60s tomorrow afternoon. No problem. Get out there, take care of these things, bring in the potted plants, make sure your pets will have a good place to go. Make sure you know where all your winter weather gear is if the kids have to get up. Tuesday during the day, it's only going to be in the upper 30s. Wind's going to be howling. It's probably going to feel like it's in the 20s all day long on Tuesday. Then, of course, we drop down into the teens on Wednesday morning with single-digit wind chills. And be very, very careful with those space heaters. We have fires every winter because of those space heaters. So please be careful with those. This evening, there is snow and winter precip in the southeast, but it's well north of us up there in Tennessee, in the very northern part of the state. That's not headed south to us. Tomorrow, like I said, we get in the 60s here on Monday, on Martin Luther King Monday. So make sure you get out there, take care of, disconnect the hose and cover up the faucets, do those sort of things, take in the potted plants, cover up the bushes that you want to protect. do all that tomorrow afternoon. You got time. But then there comes the big dip here. We'll be in the 30s throughout the day on Tuesday. Wind howling. It'll feel like it's in the 20s most of the day. And then, of course, we drop down the teens on Wednesday morning. Then only gets up in the 40s in the afternoon there on Wednesday. Thursday, Friday, might have a few more showers around. Still pretty chilly in the mornings. And look what happens. Another round of Arctic air coming up for us next weekend. So we've got lots of ups and downs the next several days as we go through this upcoming week. A lot of cold air. Be prepared.